How to lose belly fat in 1 week. My name is Andrew Siero, and over the last 15 years, I've helped over 2,000 people completely transform their bodies. I've worked with busy professionals, mums and dads, business owners, men and women in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond. I've helped people lose 5 kilograms like Armando, 10 kilograms like Catherine, 25 kilograms like Jess. I've even helped Jamie lose 67 kilos. But despite all the information available online today, most people still struggle with the same problem, stubborn belly fat. And the reason is simple. Most people are focusing on the wrong things. They're looking for shortcuts, fat burners, detoxes, ab workouts, 30-day challenges, no carb diets. And while they're jumping from one thing to the next, they're completely missing the things that actually work. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to lose belly fat, the same principles we've used with thousands of our clients at StrengthLab. I'm also going to show you how long it's likely going to take, the biggest mistakes people make, and the exact framework we use to help our clients get leaner while maintaining muscle. So let's get into it. Before we talk about how to lose belly fat, we need to answer another question first. How long is it actually going to take? Because this is where most people get it wrong. It's impossible to lose all your belly fat in 1 week. You can't go from 30% plus body fat down to 10% in a week. The reality is that fat loss takes time. For most people, a realistic rate of fat loss is around half a kilo to 1 kilogram per week. Some people can lose more, especially if they have a lot of body weight to lose. But if your goal is to lose body fat while maintaining muscle and improving your shape, this is a good target. So let's say you want to lose 10 kilograms. You're probably looking at somewhere between 10 and 20 weeks to do it properly. But here's the good news. You don't need to lose all your belly fat in 1 week. You simply need to start moving in the right direction, because once you understand the process, the results become predictable. So let's start with the most important factor. Step 1, a calorie deficit. If there is one thing you take away from this video, let it be this: you cannot lose body fat without a calorie deficit. A calorie deficit simply means you're burning more calories than you're consuming. When that happens, your body needs energy. And because it's not getting enough energy from food, it starts tapping into your stored body fat. That's how fat loss works. Most people think you lose body fat when you cut carbs, do fasting, or stop eating sugar. That's not true. Every successful fat loss diet works because it creates a calorie deficit. That's it. Now, that doesn't mean food quality doesn't matter. It absolutely does. Food quality affects your hunger, your energy, your health, your recovery, your training performance, but body fat is lost when you're consistently in a calorie deficit. The easiest way to know if you're in one is to track your food. Most people dramatically underestimate how much they're eating. A handful of nuts here, a few bites there, a coffee, a protein bar, it all adds up. That's why I recommend using an app like MyFitnessPal. Track everything you eat, maybe not forever, but long enough to understand what you're actually consuming. Because awareness creates control, and control creates results. A really easy way to calculate a calorie deficit is to just simply multiply your body weight in kilos by 32. This will give you a rough estimate of your maintenance calories. This is the amount of calories that will maintain your body weight. Now, to create a calorie deficit, remember we want to eat less than our body needs to maintain. If you eat 500 calories less than your maintenance calories, you'll likely lose half a kilo to 1 kilo per week. For example, if your body weight is 80 kilos, your maintenance calories would be 80 times 32. This would equal 2,560 calories. This is how many calories it takes to maintain your body weight. To be in a 500 calorie deficit, you would want to subtract 500 calories from that number, giving you 2,056 calories. Now, this is just an estimate and a starting point. If you're losing body fat too quickly, you can increase it slightly. And alternatively, if you're losing body fat too slowly, you can further reduce it from there. Now, once we've established a calorie deficit, we move on to the second piece of the puzzle, which is weight training. This is where most people make another huge mistake. They think fat loss means cardio. So they jump on a treadmill, they start running, they do boot camps, they do HIIT classes, and they spend hours trying to sweat the fat off. The problem is that cardio doesn't shape your body. Weight training does. What most people actually want isn't just to weigh less. They want a smaller waist, more shape, more definition, a defined chest, toned arms, better glutes, visible abs, and that comes from maintaining muscle while losing fat. Think about it. If two people both lose 10 kilograms, but one maintains all their muscle and just loses body fat while the other loses muscle as well, who do you think looks better at the end? The person who maintained their muscle, right? That's why resistance training is so important. It sends a signal to your body, a signal that says, keep this muscle, we still need it. And that's exactly what creates body recomposition. Less body fat, more muscle definition, better shape. For most people, I recommend training 3 to 5 days per week. Focus on getting stronger, track your lifts, progressively overload, and train with intent. Don't just exercise, train. Now, let's move into step 3. Protein. This is one of the most powerful tools for fat loss, and it's something most people simply don't eat enough of. Protein helps fat loss in 3 major ways. First, it keeps you fuller for longer. One of the hardest parts about losing belly fat is hunger. Protein helps manage that. Second, protein helps preserve muscle. Remember what we spoke about. We want to lose body fat, not muscle. Weight training and protein work together to protect your muscle while you're in a calorie deficit. And number 3, protein has the highest thermic effect of food, meaning your body actually burns more calories digesting protein compared to fat and carbs. It's not a magic trick, but every little bit helps. A good target for most people is somewhere between 1.6 grams and 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight. And honestly, the easiest way to achieve that is simple. Eat a protein source at every meal. Chicken, lean beef, fish, eggs, Greek yogurt, protein powder, lean mince, turkey. Build your meals around protein and everything becomes easier. Now let's move on to cardio, and this might surprise you because when most people think about cardio, they think running, they think burpees, they think sweating until they're completely exhausted. But the cardio tool we use most with our clients is actually walking. Specifically, I want you aiming for around 8 to 10,000 steps per day. Walking is one of the most underrated fat loss tools on the planet. It's easy to recover from, it burns calories, it improves your health, it improves your mood, and unlike intense cardio, it doesn't leave you feeling destroyed. The biggest benefit, consistency. Most people can walk every day. Most people cannot do hard cardio every day. And the best fat loss plan is the one you can stick to. That's why steps are so powerful. If you're currently averaging 4,000 steps per day, I don't want you to suddenly jump to 15,000 steps. Build it up gradually, 6,000, 8,000, 10,000. Find ways to move more. You can walk after meals, take phone calls while you're walking, park further away, use a treadmill desk if you have one. The little things add up. Now, before we finish, we need to talk about something that almost nobody talks about, and that is sleep. Because poor sleep can make fat loss dramatically harder. When you don't sleep enough, your hunger increases, your cravings increase, your energy decreases, your recovery gets worse, your training performance drops, and staying consistent becomes much harder. You can still lose body fat with poor sleep, of course, but it's like driving with the handbrake on. You make everything harder than it needs to be. For most people, I recommend aiming for 7 to 9 hours sleep per night. Keep a regular bedtime, reduce caffeine later in the day, get off your phone before bed, and treat sleep as part of your fat loss plan, because it is. Now, the final piece, supplements. And I want to be very clear here, supplements can absolutely help, but they're exactly what the name suggests. They're simply designed to supplement a good diet and training program, not to replace one. If your calories aren't under control, supplements won't save you. If your training isn't consistent, supplements won't save you. But once you've got the fundamentals in place, there are a few supplements that I think are genuinely worth considering. The first one is protein powder. Protein powder is simply a convenient way to help you hit your daily protein target. Most people struggle to eat enough protein consistently every day through food alone. A protein shake can make that much easier. And as we've already discussed, a higher protein intake will help you stay fuller, maintain muscle while dieting, and improve your body composition. The second supplement is creatine. Creatine is one of the most researched supplements in the world. It helps improve strength, training performance, and recovery. It also helps you maintain and build lean muscle mass. And when you're trying to lose body fat, maintaining muscle is one of the most important things you can do. If I could only recommend one supplement for performance, it would be creatine. The third supplement is magnesium. Magnesium is involved in hundreds of processes within the body, yet many people don't get enough through their diet. It's best known for supporting sleep and relaxation, but that's not the only part of the story. Magnesium also plays an important role in muscle function, recovery, energy production, and nervous system health. If you're training hard, trying to lose body fat, and living a busy lifestyle, getting enough magnesium can help you support recovery and overall performance. And while no supplement replaces good nutrition, magnesium is one of the few supplements I think almost everybody can benefit from. The fourth supplement is fish oil. Fish oil provides omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for overall health. Research has shown omega-3s can support heart health, brain function, recovery, and help manage inflammation. They may also help support insulin sensitivity and overall metabolic health, which are important when you're trying to improve your body composition. The reality is that most people don't eat enough fatty fish to get optimal amounts of omega-3s, which is why fish oil is one of the most commonly recommended supplements. Will any of these supplements burn belly fat on their own? No, of course not. But can they help support your training, recovery, muscle retention, and overall health while you're trying to lose body fat? Absolutely. And that's why these are the 4 supplements I recommend most often to our clients. If you're interested in the creatine or magnesium gummies we use with our clients, I'll link them in the description below. So if your goal is to lose belly fat, here's the plan. Get into a calorie deficit, lift weights consistently, eat a high protein diet, aim for 8,000 to 10,000 steps per day, get quality sleep, and stay consistent long enough to let the process work. Because despite what social media tells you, there are no shortcuts. But there is a proven process, and if you follow it, the results will come. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Every week I put out evidence-based content on fat loss, building muscle, and body transformations to help you get the best result possible. And if you're serious about losing body fat, the next video is the one I'd recommend watching next. In that video, I break down exactly how to set your calories and macros for fat loss so you know exactly how much you should be eating to get results. Click on that video now, and I'll see you over there.